Hey folks, welcome to Guitar Daily. It's Nick Granville coming to you from Wellington, New Zealand. So today I thought I'd talk about the FM3. It's one of my most used pieces of kit these days. It's pretty much what I always take to gigs. It's a lot of what you hear here. It's just, I think for most people it can kind of do everything they need to do, right? But I bought this little accessory to go with it. It's not sponsored in any way. I just thought I'd share it with you all because I found it really awesome. Like, it's a super useful piece of kit. And I thought, yeah, let's share it. So it's an Ampero switch by Hotone, however you say that. It doesn't come with those stickers on it. I just stuck a label of boost and tap. And what you do is you add it as an expression pedal. And it has these two switches. You can actually set it up to be 4 things, so it can be tap or whatever. For me, it's pretty much always going to be the same thing. Any preset, I'll have this one as a boost. And that means if I need to kick it up for a solo, boom, I've got it right there. Say I coil tap and I need a bit more volume, boom, I hit the boost. And I've got it set at 4 dB, that seems about right. And then tap tempo for tapping in delays or tremolos or whatever. Super handy. I can't recommend these enough. Look at how small it is compared to my hand. It's like, there's no excuse to not just chuck it in a bag and you've got it. So it just runs on a TRS cable and it just expands the functionality of your FM3. So for me, the way I have the FM3 set up is I actually toggle. So I go between preset 1 and preset 4 on the first button. And then on the second button, I go preset 2 and 5. Or scenes, I should say, 2 and 5. And then scene 3 and 6. And I actually hold button 1 to get me to scene 7. I hold button 2 to get me to scene 8. And then I hold button 3 to get me to the tuner. But I was missing having that boost particularly having the tap tempo. And I didn't want to give up a switch on here. I know there are other ways to do it, but it's so small. There's no reason not to. And it wasn't expensive. I think it was like 20 or 30 bucks. So yeah, I'd highly recommend one of these. They're pretty solid. They don't feel like it's gonna break. It feels like it's quality stuff. So you have a TRS input, 2 switches, and these are the important thing is they have to be momentary latching. If you don't have that, it's not going to work. And you can. I'm actually thinking I'll probably set these up to hold, and in the hold function, I'll be able to scroll between presets. That would be kind of useful. But to me, this is a game changer for the FM3. It just adds 2 more switches. I've seen people mount these on the top of their FM3s. Could do that. To me, I just run it next to it. And if I don't have the FM3, well, it means I can't access the boost or the tap tempo straight off it. And that's fine too. That's not the end of the world. Do you know what I mean? And my other expression pedal is always a volume pedal. So yeah, Ampero switch. There's a video online, I'll link it below, of how to set this up. It was super useful, a guy from the UK. I'll link that below. That was the one I used and it worked. It just does the trick. So Hotone Ampero switch. Highly recommended for FM3 users. So there's a bunch of things happening here at the moment. The David Beebe interview comes out this weekend, so I finally got that done. So that's really exciting to finally get to this point. He talks about a lot of really cool stuff. Some struggles he's had, so the legato thing, working with Tom Quayle, all that kind of stuff. So keep your eyes out for that one. It's coming out this weekend. Or if you're watching this video after the fact, then it's already out. So yep, that's coming up soon, which is super cool. I've got a couple of other interviews that I've spoken to people about. They're keen to do it. Some known guitar players and some less known guitar players, which is what I like to do. I've got some new pedals on the way, so I will discuss those. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please do. I post every day on YouTube. This is my daily thing I do, where I discuss kind of anything that kind of comes to mind. Guitar stuff, music, what I'm working on at the time, lessons, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, buy me a coffee's link below if you find that useful. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you.